feel? Do I feel happy? Do I feel sad? Or perhaps do I feel a bit relaxed? But predominantly, I felt hopeful. Today, a batch of 175 young men and women are becoming doctors and beginning their journeys. So yes, I felt hopeful. Good evening, dignitaries on the dais, proud parents, teachers, and most importantly, you, the graduating batch of 2016. It gives me a great honor to speak on behalf of my class, the class of 2022. We made it. We made it through 2000 days of med school from a year where our biggest worry was what to wear to our get-together party to a year where we are giving the NEET again. But in the end, it is about this. Look to your left, look to your right. Sitting next to you are the same people with whom you spend the last 5 years of life around, ready to take a leap into the future with you. As a famous poet and philosopher once said, किसी के हाथ में हीरा, किसी के कान में हीरा. मुझे हीरे से मतलब क्या, मेरे तो यार में हीरा. Be it the late night studying which turned into gossip at the reading rooms and hostel libraries with large amounts of coffee and the dissection table groups, the blood collection in the physiology labs and protesting together in the batch groups and watching an ODI cricket match one night before internal to writing MLCs and doing CPRs. When our parents' birthday celebrations are back home, we have come long way, both individually and as a batch. Each one of us has experienced so much that one speech cannot encompass it all. In the first year, we worked so hard in the biochem labs to get the flawless violating in the Molish test and even harder to get the accurate calorimetric values from the technicians. In the physiology labs, our experimentations on our own blade in the Newman's chamber and hitting our best friend so hard on the knee to get the right amount of reflex. We also tried to make sense of pink and blue dots in the histology labs. We also realized that H&D pencils can test our patients to the maximum when we try to sharpen them. Starting the honeymoon year confidently with Robbins and Tripathi, one understood that as exams approached, shifting to Harshmohan and Schanberg made sense. We also learned that dropping atropine in the cute rabbit's eyes and making stool mounts in the microbiology labs can bring out an extremes of emotions from an MBBS patient. That moment in the practical, whether the slide is papillary carcinoma thyroid or malignant fibrous histiocytoma, there was a hope that in the end comes an aid of kind voice whispering is the answer. Forensic medicine, although making us feel asphyxiated at one point of time, taught us many things. The most important of them all, how to get away with anything we do wrong. And the second year ended with the most memorable North India tour. All the new friendships made and the old ones became stronger. And those memories of 19 days are ours to keep forever. Now let's give some recollection to the person with whom we spend the most of a third year with, K. Park. Horrocks apparatus, emporiatrics, ergonomics, and chi-square test. I'm sure some of us still don't understand what these really are. Ophthalmology and DNT caught us wondering how parts so small can get diseases so many. Jumbling between Kurana and Dhingra, we made it past third year. Final year, yet another challenge. Balancing COVID waves on one hand and Davidson and Datta on the other was no less than a harder task. With the end of COVID holidays, we knew it was time to get back to the studies, time to get back to the libraries. We pulled off numerous night outs to study pages of materials, topics ranging from as simple as headache to as complex as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. For the practical, we remembered every surgeon ever born and the fancy type of incision he made and the procedure he devised, which we no longer use. Not many days later, we are pronounced doctors. I still remember our first days in internship where many of us got fainted in those PP kits in the COVID wards. And we got used to being told, Hey Housie, cannulas and samples for Veeraya. Madam, glucose ellatledu madam. Doctor, where is the glucometer? At first, me and my acquaintance were so lost, but as time passed, we realized that anything can be treated with PCM, CPM, Pantop, Augmentin, and B complex. In pediatrics, we are surrounded by patients ranging from 12 hours to 12 years, where we master the art of holding a constantly moving limb with one hand and securing an IV line with the other, while our both eardrums are going numb. In obstetrics and gynecology, we realize that screaming women means no jokes. No, I'm not talking about the patients in the labor room. I'm talking about our lovely PGs. In surgery, we use it to suture numerous lacerations and capture uncountable Arogrishi pictures. In anesthesia, which all attended so sincerely, some of us got skilled in intubations. In medicine, with its OPs, AMCs, and wards, thought is the basis of each emergency. Remember the adrenaline rush when you first time awoke an unresponsive patient with a noradrenaline drip? Orthopedics was too much fun with all the badam milks, the pre-op and post-op x-rays, and the enjoyment in the POP rooms and the casualties. For the casualty, I have the privilege to do the duty with the best co-interns ever, but we still made sure that we didn't miss out on late night shawarmas and biryanis. It's graduation day, and your chest is tightening because you just don't see it. You can't see yourself 10 years from now with a car and a home and a family. You don't understand how anyone can be so sure of themselves. Where is the map, you wonder? Where is the rule book of waking up tomorrow? Because all of a sudden, they say you're supposed to be the adult. And it's all going too much fast. You don't need to answer all these questions, at least tonight. So do not go until into the darker night, ladies and gentlemen. Party hard. Batch of 2016, we earned it. Like always, the sun will go tomorrow up as usual. And like everything, nothing will last forever. Only to find out that our mandatory meetings in the hostel mess and hospital wards won't happen anymore. But hold on to tonight's charm as long as you can. The proud parents that you're right teachers and you beautiful graduates in those gowns. Because graduation isn't just a few hours to celebrate. Graduation takes a lifetime. Tonight is a night of thanking. Thanking all the persons who made us who we are. On behalf of my batchmates, I would like to thank our parents, my mother, and all the mothers in the audience today who made sacrifices to make us who we are. My father and all the fathers in the audience today who are supporting our dreams and helping them chase it, only to silently sit there in the crowd, the pride and tears in their eyes as their son or daughter becomes Dr. Sahib today. This day, all the medals, all the certificates belong to you. I would also like to thank my grandfather, without whom I wouldn't be the half the person I am today. Today also happens to be his death anniversary. I know he'll be looking from heavens and heavens above and smiling down. I'd also like to mention someone very special in my life, my father. Nana, I never thanked you for anything. Maybe I never tried to. But as I found a chance today, here I am. Thanks for making my life this beautiful by making your life that harder with all the sacrifices. Today, I promise I'll revert back the same to you. And people who know me call me as Dad's little princess. And I also love being called Mom's little princess too. And also love you, Mommy. I'd also like to thank my baby brother, Dr. Raviteja, who has spent sleepless nights in his 8th grade so that he could teach his sister the physics classes. Thank you, doctors, teachers, postgraduates, and nurses for teaching us both lessons in life and in medicine. Thank you, Convocation Committee, for putting up this beautiful evening. Thank you so much. If we meet again, we shall smile. And if we don't, the parting was well made. ये जाने फिर कब होगा, कह दे दोस्तों दोबारा सब होगा, क्या ये दिन वापस आ पाएंगे, क्या हम फिर से दोस्त ऐसे बना पाएंगे. बस एक बात से डर लगता है दोस्तों, हम अजनबी नहीं बन जाएंगे दोस्तों। ज़िंदगी में मिलने से फरियाद करते रहे, अगर मिल ना सके तो कम से कम याद करते रहे। Congratulations once again, my dear friends. Until we meet again next time. This is Dr. Ramya MBBS, Siddhartha Medical College, batch of 2016. Thank you. God bless you and God bless the nation.